Karate in the basement. Master Wankin. Master Wankin Shogun. We need a theme song for real, yo. I mean, we had the little intro, which I still love, and we will eventually put that on. But man, you know what I really want? Where what's the song on The Last Dragon where Bruce Leroy went to the I think it was the fortune cookie shop. The suki fucking soup, the suck it to me, the suck it to you. I was like, I know they will flag us for that shit, but I wanted that so bad for real. Maybe we could get away with it.
I wonder if that's even a real song.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, probably not. We probably could get away with
But
it.
if it's not a real song,
I mean,
like,
I think after a while, all they just gonna do is just tell us, no, don't do that. Take it out. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I could do that.
the last time I got flagged for something like that, they flagged it probably about 20 seconds in, and then we went radio silent for like 5 minutes, and they brought us back.
Oh, that's a little too long. That's a little too long.
But we didn't know until like a week later.
That just means they watching you. You must be doing something a little right, you know what I mean? A little bit. But anywho, welcome to the dojo. Happy New Year, y'all. This is your Shogun, Proper J, and Hungry Man Dinner over here, Wayne.
Hey, it's a late lunch.
It's a late lunch. Yeah. So, like I said, it's New Year. So this is the first episode of the new year, especially for Urban Shenanigans. So, how was your New Year?
I had to work New Year's Day.
Oh.
So I was in the bed maybe 3 hours before the ball dropped.
Oh.
Which I wasn't complaining because I made $93 an hour for 12 hours.
You slept great.
I slept amazing.
You slept amazing. Yeah. Shit, I would say my New Year's was like a regular New Year's. But what was good about this week, I actually had the entire week off. So I don't go back to work. Usually, side note, we usually do our shows on Sunday. So I don't go back until Tuesday. So I had like a whole entire week of just binge watching and binge drinking.
If you haven't seen it, I ran across this awesome anime called Windbreaker.
I'm gonna put that in now. Save it in there now. Windbreaker.
Okay, so it's a mixture. I ain't gonna say it's a mixture. I'm gonna call it bootleg Naruto with better fights or better fight scenes. Like a kid that's shunned, goes to this city to join this school. Nobody likes him. Like, he's kind of a loner.
Okay.
He's a hothead like Kanchan from My Hero. Always fucking screaming. Doesn't know how to accept affection or any type of good, like, it's weird. Like, any type of praise is weird to him because he's always shunned.
So he doesn't know how to, like, he one of them people that don't like compliments. He can't take compliment as well. Okay.
But in the fights, the leaders of these gangs, whenever they would fight the other leader, the fight scene would be so dope, but it would always be but I love you, so you shouldn't do this, and now everybody's friends. So it gives you what they call the no talk, no jutsu.
Oh, boo.
So like all these,
I mean, it's not a boo, but
so that's why I said it's like a bootleg Naruto. But the actual fights, like the squabbles, dope as fuck.
Yeah. I ran into another anime. I'm like trying to look up the name right now. I can't think of it, but it was actually on Netflix, and it's just we said just binge watching shit. you know how like every anime they have like a certain plot where as far as powers wise. So basically, it's about this kid that he finds out he's what's it they call onis, like those little Asian demons or whatever like that, and their superpowers is bloodletting.
I watched it. What's
And
it
it's
called?
like 7 of them.
It's like Anki Togen or something like that.
Yeah, Anki Togen. Yeah. I started watching that one. I like it because it's sometimes they will overdo it with the plots with anime.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's a little more straightforward. Like it has enough room where it can go anywhere, but it's like a little more straightforward. So I like that.
Yeah, I appreciate that one as well. It originally it kind of put me in a mind of Fire Force.
Yeah.
But as it played in, I was just like, nah.
I just like the old girl, how she just created a whole blood titan. That I love. She just created like she's like, y'all better run, guys. Like what? Then you just seen this fucking like 20-foot fucking titan made of blood. She's gonna come after you guys. Like shit. Loved it. Oh, so anyways, get to the show. So what today we're going to talk about WAMYS, plot holes, plot twists. Well, not even necessarily plot holes, but plot twist. Certain movies, TV shows, anime, whatever. I think we leaning more towards movies and couple shows today. But we all had that movie or show, that cliffhanger, that plot twist where it just changed the whole trajectory of the entire movie, what you see on screen. I wanted to do like plot holes, and maybe we can, because to be fair, I only wanted to do like plot holes because I only wanted to talk about one fucking thing, and I wanted to talk about like Back to the Future 2, which was one of the greatest out the series and one of the greatest movies ever. It was absolutely pointless for them to make that movie.
It was
zero.
It was.
Like if you look at the plot wise, why would Doc Brown said not to go to the future, and he did. So you went to the future to change it just to go back. If Biff didn't do whatever he did, and he was just the plan was just regular, or Marty didn't pick up that almanac, you went to the future to save Marty's kids just to go back. Why? That where he could have just went back to back, and when he in the first one, how it ended, he's just like, it's your kids, Marty. What's wrong with my kids? They're going to go to jail. So what you do is when kids turn 16, it's like, hey, don't hang around that fucking Biff dude, man. You're gonna go fucking jail. You and your Uncle Doc Brown, we went to the future. Your ass gonna be in jail. Stop it. Knock it the fuck off. That's like 2 hours you wasted right there. It's gonna good to go. So, but I didn't want to get into that. We're gonna talk about pretty much WAMYS and subplots or plot holes. What was one of the more interesting ones did you remember as a kid? Like just small, interesting ones.
As a kid, it was kind of hard because you was just watching shit to be watching it, right, and didn't fully understand it.
Yeah, I guess a lot of the shows didn't really have substance for real. We just watching shit.
Because unfortunately, my list is going to be more of plot holes that were just stupid.
I'm with it. Mine's probably the opposite of them. It's like good ones though. I think I remember one plot twist, and they did it when we got older. So like the whole plot twist of like He-Man. Did you know He-Man or Skeletor is He-Man's uncle? Mm-hmm. I never knew that, but we didn't have a storyline like that until they did the newer version that twisted, then kind of revert back and all that other stuff. So that was good. But we are going to get into it because we have a lot to get into. A lot of movies and shows to dissect. So who want to start first? You want to start first?
No, you go ahead and take off.
All right. So
a piece of pizza.
Do you need a thirst quencher, sir? No. You're gonna start choking in a second. That was a lot of thick cheese, you know what I'm saying? All right, so one of one of the movies I remember that was good. I'll start off. Departed. Leonardo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, who was in there? Jack Nicholson, Mark Wahlberg. That was a good movie. It had a basic plot. Basic plot, like anybody would ask me, what is that movie about? Snitches and rats. And if you watch it, oh, side note, the whole entire show we doing today are spoiler alert. So if you just let you know, I'm spoiling everything for everybody. And majority of the shit that I got on my list, they've been like years ago. So if you haven't caught them, then that's on you. But yeah, so I'm gonna spoil anything. So yeah, Departed is about snitches and rats. And if you see at the end of the movie, you see like the rat hanging on the window and everything like that, and you play the Frank Sinatra shit in the background. It was about that. But the ending, the plot twist, that you didn't see fucking one, you didn't see Leonardo DiCaprio dying. That just came out of nowhere. He just got blasted in a motherfucking like elevator. That was like one of the whammies. And secondly, because like I said, the movie is about snitches and rats. So you had Leo as an undercover cop, because Leo and Matt was undercover cops. You had Leo infiltrating the mob as an undercover. Then you have Matt Damon as a mobster infiltrating the police. And the whole movie, you just seen how they gonna eventually run into each other. You know what I mean? That they trying to find an informant on both ends, and the plot was was Jack Nicholson was in the informant, and he was the mob boss in the main movie. The mob boss was the informant.
Was the informant.
How often do you see that in a fucking movie, in a mobster movie?
Not
you see snitches within the mob, but like the mob boss snitch.
I think the only time that's ever happened other than that in a movie was Nino Brown turning on everybody.
That made a lot of sense. He was going to jail. That was like immediate. That makes sense, but yes.
But how are you the person that put all of this together and then snitch on everybody except for yourself?
Yeah. Well, it's not even realistically he snitched on everybody. He snitched on the one dude, the accountant. He's like, he got the paperwork and everything. Which,
but it was the statement that he made.
He's like, hey, this is bigger than Nino Brown.
This is big. If I'm going down, y'all going with me.
Bad.
You whole ass nigga.
That is some shit. That sounds like some legit shit right there. That's words of a fucking.
Because that was one of mine. You know.
Oh,
just like how you built this multi-million-dollar organization, and then just when it got hot, you already had your snitch speech written out prior to even being caught.
This is bigger
than Nino Brown. Like he was
know it, repeat it.
Like he couldn't wait to snitch.
Yeah, right. And you said that was your one.
It just made sense to put that one together because they coexist.
Yeah, no problem. Thinner. Thinner is one of my favorite Stephen King books, novels, movie. When I put this list together and I put up Thinner, I had a really bad check, and I want to kind of do a show. Maybe we'll do it on Halloween, but fucking Stephen King had a lot of good fucking movies, yo.
He did.
Like you will think about like 4 or 5, then just go down. It's like, oh, I need a list of Stephen King movies. It's gonna be 20 of them. You'd be like, oh shit, I forgot about this one. I forgot about that. I forgot that was a movie. You know what I mean? Like you always forget that like Stand By Me was a Stephen King joint. You forget about that Green Mile was a Stephen King joint. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But Thinner was my favorite one. And quick synopsis about the plot. Fat guy, he was a lawyer. He was driving one day, getting some roadhead, whatever like that, killed a gypsy. Gypsy got mad, said whatever. So
the gypsy wouldn't have got mad if he would have stopped and didn't try to cover it up being the fact that he
I'm
was
about to say you
society
can't really
employed.
stop doing what you're doing when you're doing.
No, but he hit the lady and just was like, "Fuck her."
Right. Well, and that was the thing. It's just like you had the cops, and you had I think it was the judge. And this is a small town. They didn't really like the gypsies. So he's like, look, we're just going to give you a slap on the wrist, blah, 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 whatever like that. You know what I mean? So, and that was the thing. So he wasn't the only person that got punished. Like the lawyer, the fat lawyer, the cop that was there, and the judge. So he's just like, I'm going to put a curse on you. I'm going to make you thinner. That, okay, whatever. So in the movie, he progressively, like, this is a dude that's like 400 pounds. And within a week, you're about like almost like 140, 150 pounds. It's crazy. So the plot in that at the ending where everything with the shit, and he went to the gypsy and he was just like, man, could you just stop doing this? Could you just take this curse away? And, you know, gypsy agreed. So he gave him this pie with a face on it. And dude drained his blood into the pie. He's like, well, the pie got to eat something, absorb something. So he's like, hey, I'm going to give this pie to you, or you got to give this pie to somebody. They got to eat this and they got to reverse the curse. So he's like, all right, bet I got somebody in mind. We watched the movie. He had an issue with his wife, might been having some infidelity or whatever. So he gave her the pie. She woke up in the morning dead. He's happy. He's feeling great and everything like that. Goes downstairs to collect the plates and all that other stuff. Went to the sink. He seen 2 plates and 2 forks. So he's like, what the fuck? He's like, I know how to eat none of this pie. She ate that. All of a sudden, you see the man's daughter come in saying something about something. He's like, oh, yeah, I had a piece of this pie. It was amazing. So therefore, you knew that, like, the daughter was going to die because the mom died because they ate the pie. Then a couple minutes later, the dude that supposedly she was cheating on with came in. He's like, hey, you want to have some pie with me? Clearly, all of them died. That was it. Sometimes endings don't have to be that great. You know, sometimes everybody has to die. So
I agree. But since we're on Stephen King, a movie that I saw as a kid that I didn't understand, so I watched it as an adult, and I still to this day, I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. You're probably going to look at me crazy.
I'm going to look at you crazy.
Stand By Me was the dumbest fucking movie.
Shut.
That movie was so fucking pointless.
It was a movie about growth and kids growing up. Okay?
That movie was fucking terrible.
It wasn't necessarily a movie about, because clearly it wasn't a scary movie. It was like this I would say what the movie is about. Sometimes it's not about that destination, it's that journey.
Bro.
And that was the lesson. It's just like these 4 friends, they went on a mission to find a dead body so they can like collect the fucking, you know.
It was a bet. I could find a dead body before the older boys could find the dead body.
Pretty much.
They go on this journey.
But do you not understand? In them finding this body, they found themselves. You knew that was fucking coming. You knew that was fucking coming. But for real, they found themselves. You know what I mean? They dealt with a lot of issues. This is like, bro, it's a coming of age movie. Realistically,
these young men left Friday, was back home by Sunday, and they found themselves overnight.
How many scenarios have you seen coming of age movies where people find themselves over a weekend? Remember these high school movies? It's like
they found a leech in his pants. That's all he found. They found the dead body, and they went home.
Not to be friends no more.
Not even to be cool no more. Like that. I mean, that Stand By Me is like easily my top 3 pointless movies.
I never looked at it that way. It's just like we're not even friends. I guess like when you really think about it, it's like we all went together to find a dead body at the age of 12. This twists everything.
Why my parents just let me out and I'm just gone? And ain't nobody like, where's the kids?
It's funny that you said that because I was gonna put. I still might put it up on social media. They had a picture of like everybody in Stranger Things. So he's just like, so you're saying that like all these kids in the '80s in the movie in Stranger Things that the parents just let them up and go and do whatever they want to? Then on the top caption is like, somebody gonna let her know. Like, shit, it wasn't nothing for me. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to Derek's house real quick, and I'll be gone the whole fucking day and not knowing that. You know what I mean?
But you still was home before you had to be looked for.
Right. I guess they had a
you didn't. Everybody's time wasn't the same time, but you knew what time
to be home.
It was not up for discussion. You knew what time to be home. Without a watch, you knew what time to be home.
And I see what they was trying to do. It's just like, okay, well, this boy's gonna say that he's over here at such and such mom's house. This kid gonna say the other thing, so it'll go back and forth. But at some point, like day number 2, somebody had to say something about something to one of the parents at some point. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna lie and say I'm over at Jason's house. Jason's gonna lie and say I'm over here at Derek's house. At some point, one of our mothers gonna call each other.
These little boys was gone
on a train track.
For almost 3 days. Almost got hit by the train.
Got their balls almost chomped by. Chopper sick balls.
This movie was a complete and total waste of money.
Wow.
That money could have fed the homeless. That movie had no purpose at all to me. But
clearly he doesn't like character development or
no, I don't mind character development.
He don't like stories about,
But you're not going to develop character on a half of a Friday, a whole Saturday, and an early Sunday.
Every teen movie is they figuring out their life in like a weekend.
Okay, I hope this ain't on your list, so because I'm going to say it.
Go ahead.
Character development is terrible in the 80s because the Breakfast Club. You're not going to develop character in detention.
It's kind of like jail, though.
It was detention.
We're not going to talk bad about no John Hughes movie or The Breakfast Club in this motherfucker, for one. You can have your opinion. I get it. We're not going to talk bad about no Breakfast Club. We're not going to talk bad about no 16 Candles, Ferris Bueller, Weird Science. We're not going to do that. But you continue. I'll allow you to continue. You finished? You done? You finished?
I'm gonna stop while it's safe.
I'll make you do a lap. No, but I get what you mean. And it was kind of weird that just like y'all was in detention for a whole Saturday afternoon. Man, I would never get in trouble in that school. Like,
no, I just would have got suspended because that shit was not happening.
Yeah, it's like you can send me the fuck home. Like detention. Like usually when we had detention, it was like an hour right after school, maybe.
If you had Miss Bell, she was getting you up out of there.
Yeah, she's like, your mama waiting outside. Go.
Don't sign your name on this paper.
Go. Man.
Shout out Miss Bell.
Shout out to Miss Bell. But yeah, that was crazy a whole afternoon. I get your point, though. Let me see what else is on my list. Oh, this one pissed me the fuck off. The Mist.
Was that M. Night Shyamalan?
M. Night Shyamalan? Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Because all his movies are ass.
Yep. And I got another M. Night Shyamalan movie up in there, I think. Yes, I do. Yes. The Mist. All I gotta say is y'all would have waited 5 fucking more minutes.
I laughed so fucking hard.
You're terrible. That bro, killed me.
I barely laughed.
That killed me. I laugh now, but that killed me. Like, bro,
I rolled on the floor.
You're
like
horrible,
couldn't catch my breath.
Dude, the old people. You're horrible. The child.
It was the scream at the end. It was the breakdown.
He said,
like, I laughed so
never mind all
hard.
That was point blank range in the cabbie of this truck is like, where's your hearing now?
Right.
Nobody thinks about these little details in movies. Like if I shoot so like right here, I'm gonna be like, God damn it. Shit, I'm gonna be like here like the whole time. Like
the entire time.
and he did that 4 times. I'm like, God damn it. You know, I'm like, now I can't hear shit. Ooh, maybe that's why.
Maybe that was it.
He didn't hear shit.
He couldn't hear that first pop. They was just out of range. Ears fucked up. Now the closer that they got, he can't hear them because he kept doing it. So it's just making it worse.
And he had the windows up, I think.
Yeah, I go.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I laughed
right
hard.
So if y'all don't know about the end of the mist, whatever, it was about a bunch of monsters that came when the mist came and started killing people. Find out it's the fucking government had a fucking wormhole breaking fucking aliens and shit, and they killing people. So in the midst of them dying, all this other stuff, because like half of the townspeople are stuck in a convenience store. So the main character, his ex-wife and son, and like this old couple, they end up in the truck, and it's like, okay, we're gonna try to find some civilization, see if people are alive. They couldn't find nothing, so their last hope of desperation, hope, whatever. They just like, okay, fuck it, we're not gonna make it, so we're gonna kill ourselves. So one by one, he shot all of them till he got to himself. That all of a sudden he heard something. He thinking it's a monster. Fog or the mist let up. It's the fucking whole army, the whole military done killed them, and that was it. He would have waited 5 minutes, but no.
I'm sorry, I laughed. I'm sorry.
I laugh now. It's great, but
okay. I'm gonna go with. Do I want to do one I don't like or one that I like?
Yeah, you did like 3 in a row that you don't like.
Yeah, I did. I had a lot that I didn't like.
We just knew. Once again, we need to do this hate episode. I want to do the hate episode. Or we just have you like 5 minutes by yourself.
I got one for you. Since you say I don't like character development.
Oh,
this is my all-time favorite chick flick. Full blown.
Can I guess?
You're not gonna get it, but go ahead. I'll give you 3.
Well, tell me what year it came out.
Oh shit, I don't fucking know.
Was it 90s, 80s at least?
Maybe late 90s, early 2000s. I'll say early 2000s.
Oh, then I'm not gonna get it. Chick flick?
I'll give you a hint. The reason why I say it was early 2000s because this young lady also had a music career, but I think her acting career surpassed her music career.
Why would immediately I thought of Sister acting like Lauryn Hill, but that was
no.
I don't know why. That's not even a chick flick.
That's family fun. That's not a chick flick,
right? I know. Shit. Actress that's a singer as well. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not gonna get this. Go ahead, because I was thinking like Beaches and fucking Thelma and Louise. I'm like, there's no plot twist in those.
A Walk to Remember. It's a Mandy Moore movie.
Oh,
now to sum up the movie, there's this guy, he's a troublemaker, he's on probation, he's always in shit, and he ends up meeting Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore is kind of like that person that just won't give up on him. I know you fucked up, but I'm gonna make sure you're gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, Mandy Moore got cancer. And it's slowly taking her down. But this shows this young man that there's more to life than just being a knucklehead, because now he finally found somebody that cared about him and he cared back, but he know he's not going to have it forever. Like he's slowly losing it. Every day he's losing her just more and more.
That
to where she took this hard exterior of this knucklehead and turned him into a complete and total marshmallow in a good way. Like, she does end up passing, but in the midst of him knowing her, he got his life turned around.
Is this a self-reflection of you? Psychologically? I just Hannibal lectured
Possibly minus the cancer.
I just Hannibal lectured you. Yeah, of course, minus the cancer.
Minus the cancer, but yeah. Hello, ladies.
Is this a reflection of your own life, sir?
Maybe that's why I fuck with the, but I was fucking with the movie.
Okay, yeah.
20 plus years ago.
Right. Oh, side note, that another good movie. Riding Cars with Boys. That was actually a really good chick flick.
I don't think I heard of it. I don't know if I ever seen it though.
I'm telling you, like if there's any kind of chick flick, I would try to lean some guys on. It would be that one with Drew Barrymore. That one was actually really, really good. You know what I mean? So I'll give you that one. All right. Where am I at? Okay, I said. I said Departed, Thinner, Missed, Fight Club.
That movie,
that was one of the best parts.
As a kid, I didn't like it because I didn't get it. Hear me out. As a kid, my brain functionality was a tad bit slow. So
things were kept simple for us.
If it was super intricate and like you literally had to like as an adult, I watched Fight Club, be like, that shit was so cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because throughout the movie, you're just like nerdy guy.
And you don't get it to the end. Then when you see the end, it's just like, I mean, I seen some of it during the movie, but when you see the end and you went back, I'm like, how the fuck did I miss all this?
Okay, so that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Like as a kid, I'm just like, I missed all of that.
And it had all of the signs.
All the signs were right there.
Right. Yep. So if y'all don't remember Fight Club was a dude. Side note, he never had a name. If you ever watch the end credits, it just says narrator. But the main character, let's just say that he was going through depression. He had just lost his apartment, everything. He runs into Tyler Durden, cool guy, kind of weird, eccentric. They end up having a fight club, end up turning into like some kind of anarchist club and everything. So he had to try to stop him. Turns out the plot twist, the main character and Brad Pitt, aka Tyler Durden, was the same person. So he created a supplemental personality or manifested personality because due to his insomnia, pretty much. You know what I mean? So that was, I love that because if you watch the movie, I mean, other than those little blips that you see, other than the blips you will see, when he started being cool with Tyler, and there was like a part of the movie where he's like, sometimes I let Tyler talk for me, and he was like in the hospital room and he was getting bandaged up, and you just see Tyler kind of like semi in the other room where it's kind of open. He's like, tell me you fell down some stairs. He's like, I fell down some stairs. One, if I got hurt and I'm at the doctor's office, you're not going to be in the same room. No. Not even going to be in the next room. You're going to be in the lobby. And for somebody to be like, hey, Jason, if hey, tell him you fell. They're going to like, excuse me, sir? Why don't you go ahead and wait in this little room real quick? And they're going to lock the door. 2 minutes later, a policeman going, you know what I'm saying? So that was weird. Then the other thing that made me think that, like, all right, what did they mention? You paid attention close. Remember when he got pissed off at his boss? Yeah. And he started beating the shit out of himself? Okay, so as soon as, like, remember when he, like, lifted his own self up and threw his own self into the glass, motherfucking, when he did that, it stopped. It was like this freeze frame. When he stopped the freeze frame, he's like, this reminds me of the first time I fought Tyler. Then when he said that should have told you, like, he owns something.
Yeah, it most definitely went over my head.
But that was a good one. That was like, yeah.
Let me see. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Interesting.
I have Freddy Krueger down as my favorite entity, monster. What we call them? Spirit. Yeah, we'll go with Spirit.
What she said, Spirit.
Thanks, AJ.
Thank you.
Because of the way he does things. Now, I don't like anything Freddy. it has to be Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't like when it stopped being Friday the 13th or when it started being Nightmare on Elm Street and it started being Jason. I don't like that. When it stopped being Child's Play, it became Chucky. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, like with Nightmare on Elm Street, I would say the only one that I really liked, I won't say really, really liked, but like after Freddy's Dead.
Oh, okay.
After Freddy's Dead, after that, it was just like, I don't care. So I get what you're saying. Anything before, like Freddy's Dead and before, I fucks with it.
Now, my personal favorite one was Dream Warrior.
That was the
third one.
The second one fucked me up. Second one fucked me up.
It was something about Dream Warrior is the fact that that psychiatrist was able to teach them, like, yeah, like he catches you in your most vulnerable state, but let me show you how to do the what do they call it? Can't remember what the name of it is, but it's basically you controlling the narrative of your dream. And they were able to fight him back. That's never happened before, and it never happened again.
Kind
because
of like the lucid dreams. Well, yeah. they kind of did. I mean, that was Freddy's Dead. Was remember because she like actually allowed him.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
He went in.
He went in
his dream. Which, side note, made a bigger and better movie. A lot of people don't talk about. Hopefully, you'll talk about again in some other show. The Cell. Jennifer Lopez. That was like the only good movie I think she ever fucking done.
Why don't I remember that?
The Cell, where the dude was like a serial killer, and he didn't die, but he like I don't know, he had like a fucking brain aneurysm or like a stroke, and he was like in a coma, and like the police couldn't do nothing because there was like this other. I get because he was like a serial killer, and he would like to capture these girls, put them in this like holding tank, and bleach the fuck out of them, and like drown them, and does this like whatever like that. So the clock was clicking. I said the clock was clicking. The clock was ticking. The clock was
clicking. It's insane.
Clicking. But so they had to find this I guess whoever was captured, whatever, but they couldn't because he was in a coma. So Jennifer Lopez, she was like doing this groundbreaking study where they can go in the minds of like people that's like in comas. So he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna enter the mind of this person that's in a coma who's a serial killer, and these people brains are all the way fucked up, and he has the power to control whatever like that. So that's why I said that it was kind of like that. But
yeah,
right. So where is the plot twist with this or the whammy?
No, it was the fact that after watching Freddy from 1 and 2, it's just like outside of just him being bored and just going on to the next, they were the first ones to actually figure out how to they were the first one to figure out you can be on the same playing field as him if you had the willpower to control the narrative.
Okay, so the plot twist is like, oh, we don't have to be victims.
We don't have to be victims. You can actually fight this back.
Oh, what's weird is it took them like what? 3 fucking movies.
3 movies.
You probably should have figured it out the first one.
I mean,
I don't know. I have very lucid dreams all the time. I'm one of the people I can have dreams about, like, it's like, well, if you fall in your dreams, in real life, you die. Like,
I fall all the time.
And I do a superhero landing in that bitch. Like, man.
I actually have a reoccurring dream that I've always had my entire life, that I had the ability to like double and triple jump.
Oh,
to a point where it's like I'm flying.
I've done that before on some Super Mario shit. And it's not even the third jump; it's the second one. You're like, oh shit, yeah. Oh, I thought I was the only one that did that. That shit, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes your dreams be fun as hell. Like, hey, man, because you be up like this, then you see yourself going down, and like, shh, pop. We were weird like that. Man, fuck you.
It is. It is what it is.
Yeah. But I get that one. Let me see. What else do I have? Oh, I got to talk about this one. Old Boy.
That sounds familiar.
Woo! Okay, so they did the original version was like the Korean version. This is one of the ones where like the American version, like sometimes you don't need to make an American version of shit. It's fine the way it is because they still trying to do like Train to Busan. and they try to do an American version, don't touch it. It was fine the way it was.
They're gonna find a way to fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. Just leave it the way it is. So now this is one I gotta fully tell you the fucking movie. And like I said, this is gonna be a spoiler alert. So if you're watching and this is like the movie that you really want to hear about, turn it off now. Go make some popcorn, do whatever the fuck. So Old Boy. This had Josh Brolin in it, dude that played Thanos, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, man, I kind of feel bad about spoiling the plot because if you haven't seen it, I kind of want you to watch it. Oh, you don't care about fucking plots like that. You just like me. It's like that make you might want.
It actually makes me want to watch it more.
Even if you told the end, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch it again. All right, so Josh Brolin, he played this like kind of like, I guess you want to say alcoholic businessman, whatever like that, down on his luck. He's supposed to close a deal with this businessman, but end up flirting with his wife. So he fucked up the deal on some drunk shit. So around this time, he was supposed to go to his daughter's birthday party. So his ex-wife, was just like, nah, don't come over. It's like, no, I got this gift and everything. I want to give my daughter. It's like, don't come over. You on some drunk shit. Fuck you, whatever. So he was trying to buy the gift, and I think it was a snow globe or a duck. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But when he came out, all of a sudden, these people kidnapped him, threw him in the hotel room. Hotel room is like, it's a legit regular hotel room. So, bed, TV, you go on this side, you have your bathroom, your sink area, and that was it. So he sit there like for a couple days, and he's watching TV. Now, this is an important thing. He's watching what he think like he's watching. He's still watching like regular shit, but they're allowing him to watch whatever the fuck they want him to watch, or they need him to watch. Okay, so he's watching a regular show and everything like this. So he's in there for a couple weeks already, I think. So he watched this I won't say nasty movie, but he was watching this girl work out. So he was taking care of himself. I know you like, Jason, why are you telling this bullshit? But this immediately has something to do with the plot. He's taking care of himself. The room get gassed. These guys came in there and roughed him up, whatever like that, drugged him. They had like this fucking like billy club or something like that. Put his hand on it, let it go. I think it was a gun or something too. Put his hand on it, let it go, whatever like that. Then closed door, locked it up again. A couple days later, or the next day, he watched the news, find out that his wife got killed. And his hands was on the murder, on the billy club. So basically, they waited for him to kind of relieve himself, took the sample of it, looked like he done SA'd her and beated her. So they was really smart. Like they purposely, like, this man been locked up. We gonna make him watch some nasty shit, get the juice, and be out.
That's nuts.
That is
no
nuts.
pun intended.
This is a little nuts.
That's on my list.
That's a little nuts. So, anyways, this dude is locked up, and he's been locked up, I want to say 20-something years or something like that. So he watching the basic stuff. He's watching, like, 9/11 happened, who's the president, all this other stuff. But there's always this show that came on about this girl that supposedly her mom died horrifically by her dad, and she grew up to be a violinist. This is his daughter. So he's just like, oh my God, that's my baby. She's grown up. She's just like, going to this, prestigious school to be a violinist. I need to get out. I need to find my daughter. And what's crazy about it, in this movie, they purposely was trying to make him destroy himself. So every day, like his food that he ate, breakfast, cornflakes, vodka. Lunch, wonton, vodka. Dinner, wonton, vodka. So it was repeated like this every day. Like I said, he was locked up for like almost 20-something years. Shit. So it's just like he wanted them to like kind of mentally destroy himself. Then every once in a while, he'll have like a kung fu flick on the show, on the TV, on the channel. They want him to get ready so he could train. You get what I'm saying? They purposely showing him shit, whatever like that. So him getting locked, like trying to break out, they knew he was going to do that. Okay? They knew they eventually going to do that. So when he was trying to actually break out, He got gassed again. Then he woke up, shaving and clean and all this other stuff, wearing an all black suit and tie, and all this other shit. He woke up in a park. He came out the park. He was inside a fucking Louis Vuitton fucking chest, like a big ass treasure chest, a Louis Vuitton treasure chest with just a cell phone and some money. So basically, the guys let them out. He been there long enough or whatever like that. He tried to search for answers and everything. So there's a couple people that he tried to help. There's this one girl played by old girl from who played Wanda in the Marvel movie.
Olsen. Yeah.
One of the Olsen girls. So I guess she helped homeless people or people who are drug addicts and everything. He's like, well, I'm going to help you. And he tried to give the lowdown and skinny and everything about like what's going on. He's like, well, first thing first, I think I can figure out who they are. So he like, if I can figure out what these wontons taste like, I can figure it out that. So they're like, I think they lived in like New York or LA, so a big city. So they had he went to every fucking Chinese restaurant to find those wontons. Like, let me get an order of wontons. Nope, that's not it. Go to another place. Not, you know what I mean? Till he found it. That was the one thing. So he kind of knew where the area where they was getting the place, because they went to the same place all the time. So he tried to figure that out. And he couldn't quite figure that out just yet. So he's stuck trying to figure things out. So remember I said he had that phone. And in that phone, it kept ringing, but it had this weird ring to it. He's like, I don't know why that ringtone sounds familiar or whatever like that. Then he answered the phone and he's like, man, who is this? He's like, hey, I'm the guy that did that to you. So he's talking and they're like, at this point, they're like at the bar and they're talking and talking. He kind of hear an echo. So usually if you hear an echo,
that person is close.
That person is close. So he look around. He went in like this side room and he seen the guy sitting there and a bunch of his goons and all this other shit. And he about to like go down. It about to go down. He about to bust some shit, right? But he's like, no. You don't know who I am, do you? No. It's like, okay, fine. Why are you fucking doing this to me? It's like, you sure you don't know who I am? No. Here's the thing. I'm doing all this to you. I fucked up your whole life. I'm the one that he paid like a shitload of money for him to be locked up and be tortured for 25 years or something like that. He's like, this is what I want you to do. All I need you to do is I want you to figure out who I am and why am I doing this to you. And if you figure this out, one, I will give you like $1 million in jewels. I will write a personal letter saying that I did this. And I'll have the video showing that they the ones that did this to you. And I will set free your daughter. And on top of this, the cherry on top, I will fucking put a bullet in my fucking head. All you got to do is tell me who I am and why am I doing this to you. So they figured out how they, so through a bunch of all this other shit they going through, because I'm trying to speed up, or whatever like that. They did find out what happened to him. He was an old classmate of them. Because these two guys went to like an Ivy League school. Mm-hmm. Well, he went to Ivy League school. His sister went, you know what I mean? So in the movie, the main character, Josh Brolin, he was kind of a dick at school.
Okay.
He's kind of a dick at school, and he's trying to holler at this girl. And, it was good. Let me try to fuck with her, but fuck you. I ain't trying to do shit with you. So, because he couldn't do nothing with her, he labeled her as a whore. Clearly, obviously, whatever like that. I wouldn't say she was a hoe, but she was doing some nasty shit. So one night, I think he was out drunk, drinking underage, whatever like that. Went in the courtyard where in the garden and everything, he's drunk and he just sees somebody fucking. And he's just like, oh shit, that's the old girl. Oh, I guess she is a hoe. Wait a minute. She's fucking an older man. Wait a minute. That's just not no older man. That's the principal.
Oh, shit.
Wait, that's not just the principal. That's her daddy.
Oh, shit.
Consensually.
Oh, shit.
Right. So he find out this. He blew the whistle like, hey, she getting bent over.
And this didn't take place in Alabama?
No, this is like Princeton or some shit. Like Pennsylvania, I think.
Oh, shit.
But So he like pretty much said like, hey, old girl getting bent over by her daddy, so she, he gets in trouble, lose his job, and all this other stuff. So what happened was, dad got upset on some fucking revenge shit, so he ended up going in his own house, killing his whole family, shot the boy. Boy ended up living. The boy grew up, had been a multimillionaire. It's like, I'm gonna plot my revenge.
Gotcha.
So that's why he tied him up. But that wasn't the best revenge. This was the plot twist right here. So like I said, the one girl from the Avengers, right, the whole time was trying to help him, all this other stuff. So, with any other movie, it's just like you're going through traumatic experiences, blah, blah, blah. Y'all start to get close, start to get intimate. So, of course, they had a love scene and all this other stuff. And I know you like Master Wang. I know you saying that. And why were they having a sex scene? What does that have to do? Just regular, whatever, like that. So it was his fucking daughter. So he knew from the get-go he was going to run into this girl. She was going to help him, aid him in this, that. He knew that they was going to get close, have an intimate time, whatever, and all this other stuff. Get a hotel, fuck, go do everything else. So that was like the plot twist right there. Just like, oh, well, you figured out. Well, figure this one out. And that, so when he said he was going to go get the girl that was violinist, that was an actress. That was never his
Gotcha.
daughter. That was never his daughter. The daughter was the girl that was helping him the whole time, and he fucked his own daughter. Plot twist.
That is terrible.
But you gotta watch that movie. That movie good as fuck.
That is fucked up.
That movie was so fucking
good. It takes a sick motherfucker to plan some shit out to make you fuck your daughter.
Right. Because you gotta get it. Like, he was in a household where incest was okay, because when you watch the movie, the guy like just made, like, he cleaned house for real. He came in there with a shotgun, shot the mom, shot the daughter. And when he went to the boy and he seen him, he's like, Daddy. And he started like unbuckling his belt. Like, he was ready. He like, hey, I was missing you. I was wondering you. He was ready to go. And he like shot him like, nah, not today, because you're not going to make it. Bam. Then he killed himself. You know what I mean?
That is. Wow.
Yeah.
You're going to have to check that one out.
Yeah, you got to check that one out. That was a good one.
All right. So my other one was Surviving the Game.
Oh, that was a. Yeah.
With Ice-T. There was a bunch of people in that fucking movie. But Ice-T's homeless guy, gets chummy with this cop. Cop's kind of like looking out for him and taking care of him, and like just being super chummy with him. And offered him to go on a hunting trip with him and the guys. And you think, okay, well, this cop cool, so yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's feel kind of human again. People actually seeing me outside of seeing me as, a homeless man.
A man, not just a homeless.
Just not a homeless man. They don't see me as an animal. So he thought, because yes, they brought him on the hunting trip where he was the hunted. So they fed him and they hung out and they kicked it and they good conversation, and then it was just like, so check it out.
This was going on.
We're going to give you X amount of time to take off running. Care which direction.
We give you what was it, a day head start?
Yeah, it was like a day's head start. They gave him a little
head start for what? Well,
they gave him a little bit of food, water. Like, they actually gave him an opportunity to survive. They're like, we're going to give you a day to get as far away or hide for as long as possible, because we're going to unalive you tomorrow, or whenever we catch you. So it's just like, the fuck did I just get myself into?
I mean, he couldn't get, and that's the thing too. What was awesome is like, one, you can't underestimate homeless people because they are built on survival. When we last year we did I think we was talking about the zombie apocalypse last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, how to survive that. And I was like, one, befriend like a homeless person, / veteran.
Yeah.
So just because, homeless people, they built on, like, you just took somebody that's what they do all day. It's like go somewhere to find out how to survive in the wilderness or anywhere. They kind of struck out right there.
Yeah.
If they was going to do that, they should have just found because basically, and this is actually kind of based off of like true story. Lucy's based off a true story. So if you were just trying to find some kind of black dude, you could have found any black dude and did that. But you found a homeless one where that's what he does on a regular basis. Like, I'm trying to survive everything and I know how to, fend for myself.
But see, you know what? I'm glad you said, because I didn't originally look at it that way.
I just now thought about it right now, to tell you the truth.
I thought they were targeting homeless people because nobody was looking for them.
Oh, that's probably why they was, but I'm just saying, like, I'm spoiling the spoiler. I'm spoiling the spoiler. Like, yo, like, when you think about it even harder, it's like, yeah, I get it. It's like you're trying to, kill homeless people because nobody's looking for them. But I'm like, but homeless people, they're built to try to survive. That's what they do.
They're most definitely going to survive.
You know what I mean? It's just kind of like if they kidnap a person, it's like, I want to kidnap the most athletic, fastest person alive. And they're just like, oh shit, they can run really fast. Oh, that was fucking stupid. You know what I mean? I want to get the most athletic so I can feel like I did something. It's like you fucked up by getting the most athletic person.
Yeah. But the purpose of the hunt is to be challenged.
True. And maybe in reverse, maybe they knew that too. You're right. Okay. Let me see. Which one do I have? I was going to say The Village, but I'm done with M. Night Shyamalan because all his shit was horrible.
I hate M. Night Shyamalan movies.
Horrible.
I remember I went to the movies to see The Village. I'm so pissed.
Oh, I've been pissed.
I was so pissed.
Oh, I mean, it was interesting, but like, really, that's how you motherfucking want to do it? Ugh. Twilight ending. So you're one of the few people, males, I know that actually like Twilight.
No, wait.
Well, not Twilight, but you watched it.
Wait. Okay, hold on.
Kind of enjoyed it.
Hold on. Because bringing this up is going to take the rest of the show. So let me.
So you want to get to this the last? Oh, that was on your list?
No, it wasn't not on my list. But when I saw your list, I'm like, this Twilight conversation is going to last. All right, about 10 minutes.
So we're going to skip to that one, and we'll come back to the end. All right. All right. So, and the ones that because you've seen my list, and like the ones that I said that was like the worst on my list, not that they were bad movies at all. It's just that I knew what the plot was going to be before it happened. So, Lucky Number 11.
Okay.
Lucky Number 11. That was a good one. Did you see that?
Yeah,
one, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of that, you realized the character Josh Hartnett played, he was the kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because at the beginning of the movie, it was like kid that his dad, had a gambling problem. He owed some bookies, whatever like that. Killed his family. He was supposed to die. He was supposed to get killed, but by Bruce Willis, who was a hitman. Instead, he like raised him up as his own and everything, and I guess trained him up to be an assassin or a hitman so he can kill these two black mobster and Jewish mobster that actually live on both sides of the street of each other, constantly watching each other. So he just double-crossed each other so they can kill him. So at the end, the final reveal is like, they're like, oh shit, you're the boy. And he, he's like, yeah, that's me. The reason why I thought it was a shitty plot twist is, I know I figured out in the beginning. It's just kind of like, sometimes you got to just figure like, y'all not just going to kill a kid. And you're not just going to kill a kid in the beginning of a fucking movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, there was no substance. You just seen like Bruce Willis pointing a gun to this kid's head. And then you just see Josh Hartnett wake up or some weird shit like that. It's like, the whole time you thinking like, I bet you that little boy's alive, and I bet you it's him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was still a good fucking.
it was still a good movie.
Very good. It's very underrated. I mean, I don't want to say it's super great, but it's a. I'll probably go back and watch it tonight. You know what I mean? So that was. I don't know. I think it was just anticlimactic for real. So
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question before I give you this. Before I give you this breakdown. The movie 5 Heartbeats. Who, if you had to dub anybody in that movie a villain, who would it be?
Other than Red. Well, is he really the villain? He told him his work hours from 9 to 5. And they didn't listen.
I mean, Red did some fucked up shit.
But he kept it real. Like, my work hours are from 9 to 5.
But Red wasn't the real villain.
That's one. He was a villain that you should have seen coming.
You should have saw it coming. JT.
He was
Duck's brother.
Played by
Leon.
Yeah, he was
was a fucking villain.
He was the biggest villain.
Dude, he was a complete and total piece of shit.
Cause when Duck sitting there waiting on him the whole time, like outside of the house, and he was sitting there with his girl and shit.
Duck, dude, he was fucking Duck's girl. Every time some shit happened on the show, he was always late to the show because he was fucking somebody's girl.
But this is the thing. Was he the villain or she was? This is your brother. You knew he was a dog anyway.
Look,
you knew I loved you, but yet you trying to fuck my brother.
As my brother, I hold you to a higher standard. This is me personally. As my brother, I hold you to a higher standard to not do that to me.
Of course.
But that's just me. Both of y'all fucked up. But I hold my brother to a higher standard.
You can hold anybody to a higher standard. That don't mean that
that doesn't mean they're going to uphold.
I hold you to a higher standard that you're gonna stay on your fucking diet. Are you gonna do it? Probably not.
But like when you got
not you personally, you fucking diet.
But people got Big Red as the villain, and people was talking about Eddie Kane being the no.
Eddie Kane was never the villain.
No, only thing Eddie did was became a crackhead, and
he was the villain to his own story.
Yeah, he yes. Like he
success and fame fucked him all the way up. Yeah.
And side note, the man's name was not Eddie Kane.
It was Eddie King.
It was Eddie King. He was just country to the motherfucker.
Eddie Kane.
Now, let's get back to this Twilight thing because I don't think nothing else on my list is even going to matter outside of the Twilight.
Oh, I got a couple other things. I was going to say Shutter Island. Like I said, Shutter Island knew that he was in a mental hospital. Devil's Advocate, as much as I love that, like, how did you not fucking know that Robert De Niro was the devil?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we said we're going to get to Twilight. All right, so this is the one I wanted to talk about. Well, there's two of them I was going to get to. Usual Suspects. Classic movie.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of the classic of all subplot. We should probably end the show with this because when we probably think of plot twist, this is usually the movie that people think about and talk about is Usual Suspects, where Kevin Spacey character was Kaiser Soze. You know, the whole movie was that like Kaiser Soze was supposed to be this guy. He was supposed to be like the equivalent of fucking like John Wick, but the mobster. He was the boogeyman. He ain't coming out to play unless it was for a reason and somebody tried to find him. So that's why he got these 5 guys to kind of do his dirty work and get rid of him and all this other stuff so he won't get caught. So they end up catching all these 5 guys and explaining everything. That they had the little dude, I think his name was Verbal. It was Verbal. And because he had like, you know, walked with a limp and he was like this weird insecure guy, he's telling the plot and all this other stuff. Then at the end of the movie, you didn't realize that like he was using all the information that he's seen in that office to tell his lies and his web of lies. And on top of this, he actually purposely got kidnapped because it's like if you were this big mastermind, why couldn't you just, because you killed the guy that we all thought was supposed to be Kaiser Soze, and the other guy was like burning alive, almost dead. He could have just walked off then. But sometimes you got to make the lie even more convincing. It's like, all right, I'm going to sit here. Because if you knew you got away with murder, technically, like literally, you'd be off on the island somewhere. He's like, nope, bring me in. I got to make this shit look real. Because he knew for a fact, like, and the thing is, too, the even bigger plot on that is Verbal may not even be Kaiser Soze at the end anyways. Because you remember the ending, right?
Yeah.
Where he was walking, then he straightened up his leg and everything, had the square and all this other stuff, and he sat in the car. His driver, that driver might have been Kaiser.
Mm-hmm.
And he might have been another person, though. So, but it was just a big plot twist where it just like everything was hidden in plain sight. Like you look this way, where everything was right here. So I always liked that part of, that point of the movie. Let me see. I said usual suspects. Last one before we get to Twilight. Oh no, two more. Butterfly Effect. Now this is not necessarily a plot twist.
It was a brain fuck.
It was a brain fuck, and this was really what fucked me up. So I'm gonna ask you a question. How do you remember the ending? What was the ending to you?
In a nutshell, it wasn't the life he initially wanted, but everybody was alive, and it was a chance at creating a new.
So he just start over like
he started from scratch.
So like he was walking down the street and seen her.
He seen her. They made eye contact,
and he kept
going. But it was like, I'm cool because I know that she's cool,
right?
And there actually is a possibility that I could bump into her again.
Right.
But should I?
Right. So this is what I'm gonna say. This is why I put this on the list. That I'm gonna get to one more. Then we get to fucking the Twilight. Now, did you know that there was like 4 alternate endings?
No, I didn't.
So that was the alternate ending. Like you said, the second one where they walk past each other and they actually do have a conversation. They're just like, oh, okay, you seem familiar, whatever like that. And he just left it at that. Then he turned around and tried to ask me. He's just like, should I not? You know what I mean? Because she looked at him and just like she had a vibe because she doesn't know who he is, but she got a vibe that I know you from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe I did see that.
Right. Because the other one is just like they don't say nothing. They just
they just pass each other.
The other one is just like they actually have a conversation and just kind of, had a conversation and they just left. The third one, they actually had a conversation, then they catch up and they just walk away with each other. Almost like, well, fuck whatever I just did. I'm going to start over new. Now
that I think about it, Marvel stole that scene from Butterfly Effect with Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's a possibility.
They basically jacked the sauce.
Yeah. But this is the ending that fucked me up. So remember back in the day when you had the DVD movies and you had the side A and the side B?
Yeah.
And nobody could really figure out. It's like, is the side A supposed to be up and is the red one, is that up or I gotta flip it over and that's A, right? Always fucked me up.
Oh, fuck.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was that person.
Right. It's just like, is this A because I see it or is it? And y'all could call us idiots if you want to, but there's somebody for every person calling us idiot. There's another person like,
yep,
true. So this they had like the side A and side B. I think it was the side A that was scratched up, and I couldn't watch it. We couldn't really watch it, or we watched majority of it, and it was scratched up, and you couldn't watch no more. So we watched the side B, and it's like, oh, this is the same fucking movie. It was not. It was not. And this was my own personal plot twist. So I'm going to tell you what happened. So me watching this, it was actually the alternative ending on this DVD, which means this whole time for like years and years and years and years, I always thought this was the original plot. So this is why fucking Butterfly Effect had even more of a mind fuck and fucked me up for a long time. So in the movie, like you said, he went back in time and everything. He went back to when his mom was giving birth to him.
Yeah.
Now remember earlier in the movie, him and his mom had went to that fortune teller. It's like, let me see your palm. He's like, you're not supposed to be here. You're dead.
Yeah.
So fast forward to not fast forward, but rewind again back to where his mom was giving birth to him. So what he did was like he went back to that part, purposely put the umbilical cord around his neck and killed himself. So at the end of the movie, everybody lived a better life without him around. Yeah, now that you know that was the plot that I seen when I was like younger, fuck me all the way up. Fuck. Yeah, now when you see you like, oh. And I think you can look it up on YouTube. You'll see it. You'll find that video.
That is crazy.
Yeah. And this is the original. This is what I was originally thinking was the actual ending. Not what you watched was the actual ending.
Yeah.
This I always thought was the ending. So when I tell people, they just like, I'm like, Butterfly. I'm like, man, that shit fucked me up. It's like, it was cool. It was good. I'm like, nah, that messed me up for a long time, man.
Most definitely saw some shit, goddamn shit that a lot of us didn't see.
Right. There's like, we had a different experience. Yeah. All right. One more, then we gonna get to that. Yeah. Smoking Aces. This had 3 fucking layers of fucking. You seen the joint, right?
Oh yeah.
Loved it. So, movie about this guy named Buddy Israel. He did some fucked up shit to a mob boss, and he done ratted everybody out. So he's on witness protection, and he's about to leave and all this other stuff. So this mob boss, I can't think of his name right now. Sparaza, right?
Yep.
It was Sparaza. His name was Sparaza. He put a hit out on them. He just like, I'm calling everybody out. I'm calling every fucking mercenaries, hitman, bounty hunter. I forgot how much money they was paying, but there's like, Joe, if you can kill this dude, Buddy Israel, give me his heart. So everybody was like, bet. So they're in Vegas. And they're like in the fucking penthouse suite. So you got like every type of person, thugs, and all type of shit trying to like get after him and all this other stuff. And so here's the plot twist. So in the movie, that was always talking about the FBI agent that he was the first FBI agent to go undercover. Where this was I usually don't use speak on ethnic backgrounds or whatever, but this was a Jewish guy, and he was breaking it down where it's like, I'm gonna make myself look more Italian. So this was him like purposely undergoing plastic surgery. He's like, well, since I have this nose, I'm gonna break this bone in here to
Yeah.
He literally talking to like the FBI agents, like what he's gonna plan on doing. It's like, well, I have this Jewish face, I'm gonna make myself look more Italian by plastic surgery and blah 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 and everything. This is him specifically breaking it down to not me. So he did this. So he going undercover as like Italian mobster. I think he moved up in the ranks. He got shot. He thought he was dead. Turns out he wasn't dead. He was just in a coma. So when he woke up, he only remembered his short-term memory. So that means he only remembered him being a mob boss. He doesn't remember being an FBI agent. So he just continued being a mob boss. So what happened was, that's the first whammy. Second whammy is the FBI, the head FBI knew that, and they was trying to save this man because of that, which is kind of fucked up. It's like, I get it, but at the same time, he's just doing dirt since then. It's just like, well, when he lost his memory, he lost whoever he was. Now he's Sparaza for real. And they want to save this dude, because he was the first FBI agent to go undercover and, do plastic surgery type shit. It's like, no, he's still a fucking criminal. He just don't remember, but he's a fucking criminal. That's the second one. Third one, Sparaza had a child with some Las Vegas act, showgirl or something like that. And he ended up being Buddy Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Like his stepson or like his illegitimate son, well, pretty much stepson, whatever. And I guess he put him into the family. Fuck it, I found my son. I'm bringing him in the family. he was on that fuck shit. And that's why, like, when we brought up that show, when we did the Diddy show, when we was talking about like him.
I'm still sick of talking about that shit.
I know. I'm not trying to talk about Diddy per se, but like even like I know. I'm so sorry, but
fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga. But still, you know how I mentioned how like him and Suge, well, maybe less Suge, but more Diddy, how you want to live this life in persona, but you ain't really living this life in persona.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to Buddy Israel. It's just like, yes, I understand you lost Buddy Shoak and your dad is a mobster, but you purposely separate a whole faction and split up a whole mob family. It's like you had your dad's shit and you had your shit because you just want to play thug and all this other stuff. It's like, and Common, he said it in the movie, he's like, you ain't never really had to get your hands dirty to do all this other stuff, you know? And that's what he did, just trying to, and that's what, that was my example. It's like sometimes Diddy was doing that. It's just like, you weren't really like that. You was, but you really wasn't. And because of that, you fucked up a lot of shit for people. And that's what happened. So that was like the third whammy. Is that he was the son of this mobster, and the mobster was the first FBI agent to do whatever. And at the end, they killed them both. Ryan Reynolds killed both of them, right? Yep. Mm-hmm. Unplugged them, literally.
Common was the reason I wanted to see that movie.
And the star power in that fucking movie.
But that's the weird part. The star power that was in that movie. Common was the reason I wanted to see it, because I'm like, you actually got to show up, because you got a lot of fucking superstars that you sharing the stage with, as a rapper turned actor.
Well, I'm glad they gave him like not a whole lot of lines,
and that's what made it work.
Because if they get more lines, like just stop talking.
That's what made it work.
But you know what? He almost fucked it up, because when he ran into Alicia Keys, it was that love at first. Let me help you out, Queen. Pick her up and walking out on some extra sensitive shit. Get the fuck out of here. Taraji dumping with a motherfucking, what was that? That was not an AR. That was a 40. No, what was?
I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I'm not,
I can't. Well,
I'm not a gun person, so
I can't remember. I kind of forgot what it. But she was dumping. She causing all type of chaos and shit. Then all of a sudden, like, thug amongst a motherfucking like sniper and fucking assassin, you just pick her up like this is your boo thing, your queen. You just met her and shit. Y'all walking down the. Fuck you. Captain Sensitivity.
I mean, he that in real life though.
I know.
So he was just being himself with a gun.
And he always looking all intense and shit with the straight face, looking like a fucking like Negro version of Andrew Tate and shit. Oh, shit, fuck yourself. Y'all can't tell me they don't look alike.
They do. They do.
Motherfucker. Now, let's get to this fucking. Let's get to this fucking Twilight joint. Yeah, you know what I'm going. You know what I'm going.
Let me ask you a question before you start. Who was the villain in Twilight?
Bella.
Absolutely. She was the fucking villain.
Stop being curious.
You
stop being
damn near destroyed the world because you wanted to be vampire pussy.
Nah, she wanted to just be she wanted to be that night bitch. I mean, that night bitch. She wanted to be that creature of night for all the motherfuckers. Like, because as soon as Edward, now, to be fair, like, I wrote the girls was like, oh, are you team Jacob or you team Edward or whatever like that. In reality, she never really for real gave like was it Jacob?
Jacob.
The werewolf.
No, he was Edward. The werewolf was Jacob. Yeah.
Yeah, Jacob. She didn't really give him play for real, like as much as they kind of hyped it up to be. I think maybe more so in the movie.
See, that's really different though, because whenever Edward would go doing whatever the fuck Edward was doing, that's when she would run back to Jacob.
So she kind of let him on. Okay,
she was leading him on like a motherfucker.
But she wasn't trying to give him play. You know, like I know, just because a motherfucker give you play, I mean. But that you leading motherfuckers on, that mean you gonna do some shit.
But that don't mean, okay, we as grown men, we get that.
Now that is right.
We're talking about teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
She knows Jacob likes her. Jacob made that shit known from jump. But whenever Edward wasn't around or they was beefing, She had her fucking head up Jacob's ass, making Jacob think I have a chance.
Right.
She
They're even more playing off of like, okay, well, she keep on running to me because it's just the same thing that niggas do. It's just like, oh, okay, you got like problems at home.
My
with
side
that nigga.
My side bitch, my main bitch, because my main bitch ain't fucking with me right now.
Right.
And
Then that side bitch can look at the man like, okay, you a goofy, like what now? He was with me, and that's how the shit. We know this story. We see this story every fucking day. Am I right?
yes. But all of this shit could have been avoided. Okay, you chose Edward. Cool.
It should have been avoided when that motherfucker was glistening.
When
you see a nigga glistening,
this nigga shimmer in the sun.
Unless you was gonna cut his fucking arm off and send it to a pawn shop, you should have left.
Bro. When they got married, remember they told her, you cannot, y'all can't do the grown folks. Because you getting pregnant by a vampire, the child will kill you. And she said, I don't care. They told her what the outcome was going to be. And she said, I don't care. You're going to destroy the world, Bella.
But that was Edward too. Edward could be like, look, if they said this.
No, well, he tried to talk her out of it.
But I guess whether it's like human vagina or like vampire, like he just like, don't you want, you right.
Like he tried
to never mind the fact that this motherfucker like hundreds of years old. He can get any kind of bitch but her. He was just like, okay, I'll sacrifice the whole shit.
But this is the part that was stupid. I want to marry you. And this is stupid on Edward's part. I want to marry you. And she was like, well, bite me. Turn me into a vampire. We just be cool. No.
Pussy can't be that good.
Can't be that
good. I've seen the way she looks. She doesn't do it for me.
At all.
Like,
but dude.
Side note, Alice though. Alice can get whatever she, and the redheaded one, the bag one, she
okay. I'm gonna say one more thing, then I'm gonna let you take off.
No, keep on going.
No, because we already an hour, almost hour and a half in.
Oh, okay.
Jacob, after the baby was born, and that's why I'm gonna stop right there and let you take off. After the baby was born, Edward is a whole bitch.
You have to be.
Edward is a bitch. Jacob's a pedophile. Because
okay,
you allowed Jacob to go into the room with your newborn daughter.
Put his
print.
His mark on.
What does a dog do when they mark something?
Piss on
it. Edward, you let Jacob piss on your daughter. You ain't even do shit.
He one-legged it too.
Now, in this marking of this daughter, he is the sole protector of this daughter forever. And as it went along, now they are together. Weirdo activity.
Well, they was kind of like insinuated, like, I guess it wasn't really Bella. It was like something about her spirit or energy. So it just like, it wasn't necessarily her. It was this girl. So a girl had to be alive. It's still fucking weird. It's still weird. Like,
but I'm gonna let you take off on the ending. I'm gonna chill.
The ending was horrible. Like, okay, all in all, the movie was surprisingly good because I've seen the series twice. Surprisingly good. It was that fucking ending because it had that fucking. They rounded up all the vampires everywhere.
Hey, the scrap was solid though.
The scrap was solid. if it was fucking real.
Man, the scrap was so solid, but it never happened.
I mean, it was some deaths in there. You're like, oh my God, no. And then that's one thing. It's like when you realize somebody died and you like kind of bring them back. It's like, it's sad. And you mad. You're not mad, but you're mad. Then you bring her back to life. Like, why? Mother. And basically the dream, she's like, this is all what's going to happen.
This is what's going to happen.
If you fuck around, they're like, bet. And they just went home.
Bro,
I would have been like, bet. You said, it's like, I just ripped that motherfucker's head off. We can continue. I don't care.
what was it, 4 movies? Was it 3 or 4?
4.
It was 4. And I think all of them was like 2 hours plus.
Yeah.
For nothing to happen?
Nothing.
Bro, the scrap was solid. It was limbs being ripped off and heads being smacked off. And
honestly, when you think about the whole fucking series itself was good. They just turned it into this sappy teenage love story.
I mean, but that's what it was.
It was. No, it was, but it just like what happened was Bella met Edward. Edward caught, or some bad vampires caught the scent of whatever, him or her, and he tried to protect her, kill old girl's mate. She came back and just plot revenge the whole time in between those 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I said this a million times, I'll say it 1,000,001 and 2 times. We need a fucking side story with Jasper and Alice.
That'd be nice.
Why is there a Confederate vampire?
That would be interesting if done properly. Because as of recently, nothing has really been done properly. Movies sucked it out.
Yes, which I still believe that probably Jasper probably bit Lestat, who bit Louis, and Louis bit fucking Remick, and Remick. I'm merging fucking universes. I'm merging universes, but yeah, that could have been an interesting. But yeah, I would love, because I love Alice. She was the bubbly vampire. She was like the legit kind of vampire. Like, even though she was nice and sweet and bubbly, she was your traditional. And you had Jasper. Like, we need some explaining. Like, you could have been just a soldier. You was a Confederate soldier.
Yeah.
I want to hear this story.
I'm with you on that one.
Who the fuck you biting on? Like some dark meat, nigga? Huh?
Don't they all? You say seasoned.
Seasoning. Y'all contra fucking countries and all this other stuff for spice that y'all don't fucking need. Fuck you. Right, whatever. Fucking seasoning. No, that's a good question to ask. Like, oh yeah, that just kind of remind me of fucking. Do you ever see Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter?
Yeah, I did.
That was a pleasant surprise.
It was, but it was
one of them ones where it's like, I literally like.
If you just want to see an action movie,
yeah.
Go ahead.
When they told me about the book and movie, I'm like, I'm not watching this. I'm not going to read it. You go to hell with that. I'm like, I watched it. I'm like, you know what? This was kind of fucking good.
It was okay.
It was kind of fucking good. Yeah.
It was okay.
So
if you want to see just some unnecessary violence, then yeah, it works.
Yeah, let's just like fit a fucking whole vampire narrative in our American history. That's great. Cool. Yeah. But the niggas who still niggas, like, I need y'all to take this silver down there and say, hey, he died. Fuck you, whatever. You just died for the call. But yeah, either way, it didn't matter. Black folks were still black folks.
This is true.
It sucked. It's whatever. It fucking sucked. So that is our show today. Tune in next week where we talk about whatever the fuck.
You know, we'll figure that out.
We'll always figure that out in between that time. So until then, shoo.